was actually going to say that this reminds me of like a 90s Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone type of movie. And I'm actually here for it. So we get a trailer. The trailer actually just dropped today for the Tomorrow War, which is about a man who's drafted to fight in a future war where the fate of humanity relies on his ability to confront his past. This is directed by Chris McKay, written by Zach Dean, starring, of course, Chris Pratt, Yvonne Strovitsky. Probably got that wrong. J.K. Simmons, as well as Edwin Hodge, among others. This is due out July 2nd of this year on Amazon Prime. With that being said, let's check out The Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt. Oh, whoops. Let me rewind and make sure this actually gets audio. Oops. There we go. Okay.
Okay, none of you are my child. Has anyone seen Miri? Aww.
We are fighting a war 30 years in the future.
Is this a joke?
Our enemy is not human. We need you to fight.
You got drafted.
I will be back.
Why is this happening? What about the teachers' deferment and the veterans' deferment?
If I don't go, they're going to draft you in my place. But if something does happen to me, you and Miri will be taken care of.
If something happens to you, Dan, 70% of draftees do not return.
Sometimes a man does what's best for his family, not himself.
Move your shirt, please.
What's this for?
It's just a test.
Oh, a seatbelt. Was it a driving test? No? You don't have jokes in the future?
This device facilitates your jump to and from the future war.
1 minute to jump.
Oh, here, buddy. Take that. You just look around like that.
How are you so calm?
Long story.
You ex-military?
Yeah. Kind of a short story, I guess.
3, 2, 1. In 11 months' time, all human beings in the future will be wiped from the face of the earth. Unless you help us.
I was trying to save my daughter. If I gotta save the world to save her, then I'm gonna do it.
This is the end. The human species will disappear from the face of the earth. We are literally living on borrowed time.
There's still a chance that we can stop this war from ever happening. So we gotta fight.
Well, it's nice knowing you.
This reminds me so much of Edge of Tomorrow, the movie with Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Where they're not necessarily fighting a war in the future, but like he keeps like dying and returning back to like the time in the past, and they're fighting these like futuristic beings there to kill life on Earth. This is very, except for like traveling to the future, this is like very similar to that.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that this reminds me of like a 90s Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone type of movie. And I'm actually here for it. I don't think the movie's going to be particularly good at all. It honestly didn't leave me encouraged by the trailer. But it gave me those vibes of like, what's the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where it's like, I think it's called The Sixth Day or some shit like that. And then of course, you know, the one of the best movies I think of all time, even though it's not a great movie, but it's still one of the best is Demolition Man from starring Sylvester Stallone. So that's what this kind of reminds me of a little bit. It gave me those type of vibes where it's like, the plot's a little loose, but fuck it if we're not here for some crazy ass action and an over the top story about somebody traveling through time or some shit like that. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about it than that. It looks like your kind of standard fare. Now, what's interesting about the movie, what's really interesting about the movie is that it cost $200 million.
That's a lot of money on a film that doesn't seem widely original.
Well, I mean, I guess for that matter, they've spent a ton of money on the Marvel movies, and they're not terribly original either.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Marvel movies aren't necessarily, they don't have to be original. They just have to follow the comic books. They just have to be done well, right?
No, what I'm saying is like the plot ideas and shit like that. They're not terribly fucking original. Like, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think anything that Marvel's putting out is like, oh my god, this is like truly groundbreaking in terms of they're going out of the like look at WandaVision, right? I mean, anyways, we're getting away from.
Yeah. Anyway, this movie looked okay. It's on Amazon Prime. I don't have to go to the theaters to see it. I can just on demand the shit. If I can watch it from my couch, will I watch it? Yeah, sure. If there's like any other fucking special fee that I got to pay, probably not. Let's watch Guardians of the Galaxy again or something like that. I like Chris Pratt, but not that much.
Yeah, dude. And hold on, before we jump off of this, I just want to make sure that I actually got that right because I read that in an article from a story that we're going to talk about here in a sec. But I just want to confirm that's fucking true.
What?
That it had a $200 million budget.
If so, that's insane.
Oh, wait. Oh, it didn't have a budget of $200 million. Amazon reportedly paid $200 million for distribution rights, which is somehow crazier.
Yeah.
So the movie didn't cost that, but they paid that. What?
Yeah. Who made that deal? Who the fuck made that deal?
Well, okay. And we're going to talk about this here in a sec, right? But if there is a company that can just spend fucking $200 million on a movie that I don't know if that many people are going to watch, it's Amazon.
Okay, yeah, sure. And that leads us into our next story. I'll let you take this off since you're already.